know, a lot of people don't know night that you should kill the light.
Killing the light helps.
Net hits. Explain the deep water pole. On that line, there's a pump at the end of it, pushing water up into the line, and then inside the tank you've got a pole pump, an inline pump. So you got a 50-gallon tank, which is 65 gallons of water. How long does it take you to fill this?
9 minutes 30 seconds. Game.
But the idea of the deep water pole is to get the cold water,
That's exactly right.
regardless of where it is for you.
That's right.
So one more time, you got 87-degree surface water, and you're putting what degree in your tank? 70. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, you can see the net going over the bait right there if you look at that screen. See it going down? I just went through all them baits. Oh, there you go. That's even better. Oh, crappie fishing, spot fishing, stuff like that. That's a great bait.
That's an alewife.
That's an alewife. What I'm trying to catch right here is some big gizzards, if they'll come in. You'll see them big pops out there in the dark, kind of right in the edge. Those are going to be your bigger baits. And what I'm going to do is just kind of let them come up right there real good.
So Jason, how long you been fishing Lake Norman?
89.
So, and you've been guiding how long?
4 years. It takes a lot of preparation. By the hour, I'd fire myself, you know. But it's a pretty fun job. So what I'm watching for is these bigger ones are moving. And I'm waiting until they make a run to the surface.
Yeah.
All right, there goes the net. And there goes the bait. Okay, cut it back on.
Mm-hmm. Like you say, with those smaller ones, that's great crappie bait for this lake, right?
Oh, they're great. They're great for, well, I mean, down rod fishing, they're great catfish bait.
The small ones?
Yeah. Well, think about it like this. You ever gone to one of them all-you-can-eat buffets?
Look at me. What do you think?
You ever eat one of them all-you-eat buffets? All right, so you go in there.
Matter of fact, that's where we met, isn't it?
You go in there, right? You go in there and eat for an hour until you can't hardly breathe. And when you're leaving,
you grab a handful of
you're paying the bill, and there's that dish full of mints. You don't never go without the mint. so here's the deal: these catfish, they go feed, and they're laying around and they can't hardly breathe. And then there's this mint. They just can't resist it. I mean, it's free. It tastes good. So I'm catching them on the mint. But I'm going straight into the tank today, and usually I don't do that all the time. I usually go through a hoop, and I do without. I don't have a lot of sparkles in there, but one of the reasons I went right through there today is that I want to show you just how quick it'll clean this stuff up. So you can see the shimmer in there. In 10 minutes, that'll be gone.
And this is your hoop over here.
So yeah, so I got a hoop there, and it's got a piece of netting in it, and I usually put my baits in there and let them swim around. And then any of the scales that comes from getting caught, they fall off and go down. And then if the fish purge, especially gizzards are nasty, and they'll excrete all kinds of nasty stuff. and it goes down through there. And then when you put them in here, you don't get scales, you don't get purge, and it's just a whole lot less. The less junk you put in your tank, the less junk you got to filter out.
But the good news is, if you want to use your tank to purge your bait, you can dump right in like that.
You could go right in there.
Just watch your bags, clean them out.
And that's the other thing. I mean, you know, it's like people say, what size net do you throw?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it depends on what I'm trying to do.
Right, right.
I mean, same condition, same day, but if we were going on a spot trip today, I probably wouldn't change nets.
What's a spot trip?
Spotty bait.
Oh, gotcha.
Or smallmouth or anything like that. Crappies or purge or something that I wanted a 2.5 inch bait.
So again, with this bait, the small bait, what mesh was that? 1/4 inch?
Quarter.
8 foot quarter, and now you're going to go to a 12 foot half.
That's right.
Okay. .12-foot, 1/2 inch mesh.
That's right. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to filter through. So it's going to go right by those little baits.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even going to touch them. But, we'll see how it comes around. Now.
Ooh, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oop. Gulp, 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 gulp.
Okay, let's turn it on. This one works here a little bit. It weighs about 30 pounds.
Oh, sweet mama. Yeah, there's no smalls in there?
No, no. This has just got a whole lot more surface area other than that. We'll do that one more time.
Money.
Yeah, that's money, man. I mean, that's what I want right there. Now that's a gizzard shad.
Right.
See how he's got the spot and the bunt nose?
Uh-huh.
Gizzard. Preferred bait of the blue catfish. Tell you how good your filter sights are doing. So when you look in here and you don't see no sparkles in here, if you see sparkles here, you got blow by.
True that.
So, right. So you're defeating. All you're doing is pumping stuff around. So you always want to look in the back, make sure that your filter socks are good and tight on your manifold, and that you're not just recirculating your stuff. Mm-hmm. Here's the internal pump that pumps into this white piece, and that's
right.
where you're.
From this connector here.
That's right.
Right.
And then this is the cord for my 110 pump. So if I wanted to keep these baits overnight, and you can see how the skimmer actually, I know it's a safety mechanism, but it actually does filter. You can see there's a little bit of skimming coming on here.
Well, you'll be able to tell too by how dirty your bag is.
That's right.
At the end of the day.
There's
a lot going on in there.
That's full. It's full. I'm looking forward to see what we do next. So we got a good mixture of baits. We got We got some crappie and spot baits. We got some big hybrid bait. We got some big gizzard shads to pull on planer boards. And you can notice all the oxygen on the water. I'm running one pump and look at the circulation in there.
Yeah.